Sometimes they walk. Sometimes they run. Either way, you'll be running. Or shooting. Or running and shooting. And in tribute with Halloween on the horizon, we be doing some zombies. Time to announce the best of the best in our human-eating friends. As with all games on this list, contain zombies as the primary focus, and each game is a standalone experience. Sorry, Call of Duty fans. Zombie mode is not on this list, but maybe on a different one. Also, only one game per franchise. And with that, I'm Kev, and to the gamers of the world, this is the top. This is the top 10 zombies in video games of all time. Number 10, Arizona Sunshine. In this VR shooter, you play as an unnamed character roaming the Arizona River Valley. Though unnamed, he packs quite a fun personality.
Got you good, didn't I? Oh, well, gotta get going, buddy. Start the day. Hey, break a leg, ugly.
One must make the best of things in the zombie apocalypse, after all, as you dual-wield weapons, killing zombies, and the game is never short on zombie fodder. Sometime after the game's release, the community discovered an interesting fact. Features of the game were locked to anyone who did not have an Intel Core i7 CPU. Needless to say, there was upset and unrest in the community. So the devs, to appease everyone, unlocked the features. Now you can all play it, as if nothing ever happened. Despite this little bump, Arizona Sunshine is beloved by many for its immersiveness and quantity of zombies to kill. Shoot 'em in the face. From virtual reality, we go to mobile reality, aka mobile gaming. Plants vs. Zombies takes our number 9 spot, a tower defense and strategy game released by PopCap Games, who have come a long way since their small beginnings from such cult classics as Foxy Poker. Spawning several sequels, spin-offs, and board games, you take on the important role of homeowner. Yes, you own a home and you must defend that home from an onslaught of zombies who want to wreck your pad. The various types of zombies can use their choice of one of several lanes to get to your door. Even if one zombie makes it through, you're dead. But even worse than that, it's game over. Beloved for its varied playstyles combined with the cutesy art style of zombies and plants, make this an addictively fun gardening experience. It's zapping time. Pew 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 pew. House of the Dead 2 at number 8. Remember the arcades at the mall? Yeah, me either. Well, that's where it started. A first-person on-rails shooter most recently available on the Wii, where you shoot your way through a zombie-infested town as the dashing Agent Taylor, James Taylor. Your mission? To find out why this city is overrun by biologically engineered zombies of all shapes and sizes. You know, the typical zombie plot. If you are a fan of the best, worst acting, this is the game for you.
We're meeting G over there.
Don't come! Don't come! Go away!
I don't want to die! My God.
There was also branching pathways you could take, added for replay value. House of the Dead 2 is the first game to use Sega's Naomi board arcade system, boasting 3 million polygons a second. It was one of the most realistic looking games of the time. These days, the PS4 does 6.1 billion polys a second, but who's counting? Besides me. Number 7. I'm sorry, did you think Dead Island was number 7? No, the spiritual successor to Dead Island is though, and that one be Dying Light, as number 7 on the list. An open-world action survival horror, you play as an undercover operative sent to retrieve stolen files from a rogue political figure. And where are those files but smack dab in the middle of a zombie-infested city? Known for its parkour, you run, jump, vault, and slide. Development of the movement in Dying Light wasn't easy.
Jump down to the very bottom.
Initially, the developers wanted a system similar to that of Mirror's Edge, but
Are you nuts? I'd kill myself.
so they restarted from scratch, and the game was delayed, but worth the wait. They consulted pioneer parkour David Bell. Yeah, that David Bell, to make sure the animations were grounded in reality, an investment that would make Dying Light stand out in the zombie-saturated landscape. Although a sequel is planned, as of now, Dying Light 2 has been delayed indefinitely. Hopefully the numerous DLC content packs for Dying Light 1 will sustain you until then. At number 6, a retro gaming classic everyone should know about, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This run and gun developed by LucasArts was a simple yet brilliant concept. Rescue your neighbors from zombies and monsters who are oblivious to what's going on around them. Suspend your disbelief that someone would be grilling, doing a cheer, much less leave a baby to fend for themselves. Okay, sadly maybe that can happen. Solid gameplay and level design make this game fun even today. Boasting a great musical score, it won an award from Video Game Magazine for Best Cartridge Game Soundtrack. With numerous references to other sci-fi and horror movies in the genre, you go through levels avoiding zombies and also vampires and UFOs and chainsaw-wielding Jason Voorhees. It's no wonder why this game was subjected to the censorship hammer. See, Zombies Ate My Neighbors was released before the ESRB's inclusion of a game rating system, and Nintendo didn't want violence in their games, so any depiction of blood was color swapped out with purple ooze. There, fixed. Still, Zombies Ate My Neighbors remains a cult classic, and if you haven't blown up a zombie with a soda can, popsicles, or a weed whacker, you are definitely missing out.
Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them.
Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 comes in at number 5. If you're looking for a great story, well, can't go wrong with this game. Released in episodes, you play as Lee Everett, tasked with helping a young girl named Clementine survive the zombie apocalypse, and meeting other survivors along the way. Your choices affect how the story plays out, and you wouldn't want it any other way. The relationship you build with Clementine is the cornerstone of what makes this such an engaging game.
Are you going now?
Yeah, I'll be back soon, Clementine.
Please be lucky.
Made with the unique animation style Telltale Games was known for. A worthwhile emotional roller coaster you wouldn't want to miss. Whether you are a fan of the comics or the television series, or even if you are entering the world of The Walking Dead for the first time. Number 4, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Released as a standalone expansion, Undead Nightmare is a full-fledged game with its own story. You don't even have to play the original to play this one, which is why it made the list. You take on the role of John Marston as he seeks out the cause of a possible cure to the zombie plague that has infected his wife and son. Even if you didn't play the original, you can hop into this dark and spooky world and still have tons of fun shooting or burning zombies on a whim.
You ate my daddy!
There's optional side quests like literally taming the 4 horses of the apocalypse, keep the trophy hunters sated, as well as multiplayer mode to keep players interested. The 6-hour campaign delivers a worthwhile escape into a zombie-infected world. And at number 3, Left 4 Dead 2. Released by Valve exactly a year after the first one, Left 4 Dead 2 was met with a boycott following the game's announcement at E3.
Hey, where is everybody? Hello?
Players of the original felt that developers were releasing a sequel way too soon, leaving the original basically Left 4 Dead, no pun intended, since it would have no new content or support to look forward to. Despite the outrage, Left 4 Dead 2 did everything the first game did, but it did it better.
Looks like there's been a change of plans.
But the true testament to this game is with its fan community, which has lasted for over 10 years, with tons of mods, and most recently releasing the Last Stand DLC, which was the work of over 30 members of the Left 4 Dead community, in partnership with Valve, the game's developer, creating all new content for the game. It took them over 11 months to make, and best of all, it's completely free for those of us on PC, bringing some of us back to a game we thought we'd left behind.
Go.
Number 2, The Last of Us. The Last of Us is one of the best zombie games out there. Great story, great gameplay. The Last of Us has won numerous awards and accolades. From its shocking beginning, this game takes you on a gut-wrenching ride of emotions. But it's what endears you to these characters of Joel and Ellie as they build their relationship throughout.
All right. Now watch your step as you're going out, because it's going to be a little...
Which makes them easily relatable and helps you understand the choices they would make, whether good or bad. With solid gameplay and an ending you won't soon forget, it's hard to imagine that the development team behind this was originally the team that was brought together to make the next Jak and Daxter. Nevertheless, but with a fully realized post-apocalyptic world and that Naughty Dog polish that we all have come to love, The Last of Us will stand the test of time when it comes to zombie games. And now, before we get to number 1, here's a quick mention of the underrated and underappreciated.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
What have you done to me?
I saved your brain, and your body is almost as good as it ever was. Better in some ways.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
I'm sure some of you may have guessed that a Resident Evil would make an appearance on this list, and yep, Resident Evil Remake at number 1. 2 and 4 were great games in their own right, but you can't go wrong with a perfect remake of the OG Resident Evil that made zombie games a staple in the genre. Also, in part 4, they're not really zombies. But Resident Evil Remake is the remake of remakes, and sets the bar for what remakes can be, not only in the survival horror genre, but in all genres. Not only did they improve the graphics for the new generation, but they made sure that if you played the original, you got a new experience as well. By changing up the puzzles in the game to adding new scenes and new areas to explore, this remake did not skimp on the improvements. And they also improved the acting of the original.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really?
Years later, they would re-release an HD remake that further improved on the gameplay and graphics to what is already a solid zombie masterpiece. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching our list. As always, we try to add history and factoids into all lists that we do, so if you didn't learn anything new, please comment below. Also, liking, subscribing greatly helps us out. Once again, I'm Kev, and to the gamers of the world, I'm signing off. Happy Halloween, stay safe out there.